What is up, YouTube? James back here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back-to-Back Battles. Today, we are using the Excelgor team, and today is the last episode with this Excelgor team. Excelgor, Tapu Lele, Charizard Y, Landorus Varian, Mimikyu, Snorlax. If you have missed the previous episode, highly recommend go checking it out. And of course, if you haven't already seen it, my team analysis video, how I create. Want to go check it out? I'll link it in the description down below, and if you do want to try out this team, I'll link it in the description down below. But anyway, let's get started and play some games. So overall, this team, I think, very successful. I think we've had multiple wins and very few losses. I can't really remember. I think we were like, I think it's 3 losses, maybe 4. I don't remember. But this team has done really well, and I think it's just because of the fact that we faced a lot of good matchups. I think in general, I feel like this team does have some bad matchups, yet overall I do like it, as we find Falco for the United States 1545. Isn't this Alex Agloza? And I'm pretty a series on Twitch, like, try to win with every single. So got a Scum. It looks like we got Tapu Fini, Landorus in Kartana, and Incineroar. How do I want to approach this team? Kind of like Charizard Landorus. My opponent doesn't have much that can really deal with Charizard Landorus effectively, I feel like. How good is Snorlax? Snorlax is good. I feel like you bring Incineroar here. I feel like you're not going to bring the Tentacool unless... I don't know if the series is he's forced to actually bring the Tentacool, but we'll find out. I think Charizard Landorus is actually a fine lead. And I kind of want to go to Mimikyu Snorlax mode. I do kind of want to go to Mimikyu Snorlax mode. But I think I'll go Excelgor and Tapu Lele instead, because of the fact that I'm not sure how good the Mimikyu Snorlax mode is with the Pokemon of Kartana and Incineroar coming. While I think my Charizard Landorus mode can handle those Pokemon, it's going to be difficult to maneuver, especially since I don't know what my opponent's sets are. So let's see how this is going to go, because I'm not sure about this matchup. I've never seen Kangaskhan plus Incineroar really too much. Tentacool and Incineroar are going to hit the field. This is shiny Tentacool too. I don't know what this thing gets. I really don't know. I know it gets Clear by, so this Tentacruel. I don't know how fast this Tentacruel is. Intimidate gonna drop on my Landorus. I think a double protect is safe, but I really just don't know what kind of set this Tentacool is. I'm actually afraid. Does it get anything? I don't know what this Tentacool does. I'm interested. Fake Out gonna go on the Landorus, as we're gonna see an Icy Wind come out. So it is just Icy Wind coming out, which is fine. My opponent doesn't have a switch into Heat Wave Earthquake, so I'm fine with going for that play. I don't know how fast Tentacool is though. I really don't know how fast Tentacool is. I know Tentacruel is really fast. It's got base Tentacruel is like base 100, or maybe even a bit higher actually. But I'm just going to fire off Heat Wave plus Earthquake. My opponent doesn't have switches to Heat Wave plus Earthquake. I don't think I'm going to knock out Incineroar with the Heat Wave plus Earthquake. However, I'll still do a massive amount of damage to Incineroar, and just weakening the Incineroar for the rest of my team is really good. So, we'll see what my opponent decides to opt for. Heat Wave going to come out. I will connect, and I don't know if it's Sash Tentacool, but it could be. Good amount of damage to both Pokemon. I get a burn on Tentacool, which I don't think really matters. I am faster than Tentacool, so Earthquake will come out, and that should be able to knock out Tentacool, unless it's a Violite and can actually live with -1. Oh, it can actually live. Ooh. Okay, so we get an Earthquake off. Good damage to the Incineroar. And Icy Wind gonna come out, okay. Don't know if the Incineroar is going to be faster than my Landorus still. That doesn't really do too much damage though, so I'm okay with that. I'm pretty okay with that, as Knockoff going to come out into my Landorus. Knocking off no item because I do have a berry. The burn actually kind of hurts me because Tentacle wasn't really a big threat to my team, and now my opponent gets a free switch into whatever he likes. So could be Kangaskhan coming out. Yeah, it's Kangaskhan coming out, which is not a pleasant Pokemon to see right there. Yeah, that makes things a little bit difficult. I don't really need Lele in this matchup. I mean, Lele's pretty poor. I do value Landorus highly in this matchup. So I think I'm just going to protect Charizard and sack my Lele here if necessary. Because I don't need Lele. I'm pretty sure you're going to go for either Fake Out or Double Edge into that slot. We're going to see Incineroar switch out, which is actually important because that means the Incineroar is actually faster than my Landorus at -1. So that's actually a speedy Incineroar, if I am correct. Yeah, that has some good speed investment. The Tapu Lele is going to come out. We'll bring out the Psychic Surge. And we'll see what my opponent decides to go for. Double Edge into Landorus is fine. Could be Double Edge into Charizard. I feel like Charizard's a really big threat to the team, but who knows? We'll find out. It's going to be Protect from Charizard as, let's see, what are you going to go for? Frustration into the Lele slot, which is okay. Oh wow, that actually knocks out Lele, so that's probably Adamant. Yeah, that's probably Adamant. So I'm okay with that trade. I can go out into my Landorus very safely here. Now the question is, what are you going to do with your Tapu Fini and Kangaskhan? Because I could see multiple things. One, I could see Kangaskhan switching out an Incineroar, which could be really bad for me. Especially if Fini gets Muddy Water chip damage, because I would have to probably sack another Pokemon. I think the best play here is actually to throw off a Earthquake Solar Beam into Fini, because I'll knock out the Fini 100%. Yeah, I like that, because what's the worst that this Kangaskhan can do? I guess if it has Ice Punch. Earthquake plus Solar Beam, I should be able to outspeed Fini and knock it out. And if Incineroar comes in, I still think I should be able to knock out the Fini. Yep, we're going to see Kangaskhan switch out. That should be Incineroar. So nice. I could have overheated the Incineroar, but I don't think it's worth it because if I knock out the Fini and trap the Kangaskhan in, I could always go for the final Gambit knockout onto that Kangaskhan with my Excelgor, and as long as I have my Incineroar, I should be, my Landorus, I should be able to win. We're gonna see the Protect come out from the Fini, which is fine too, so I will be able to get an Earthquake off, and that would be good damage to this Incineroar. I don't know where the Z move is on this team, however, which is a little bit concerning. Earthquake gonna come out into the Incineroar, not be able to pick up the knockout. I forgot, did that activate Barrier? I'm not sure if it did. Solar Beam coming out, the game is actually slowing down. Solar Beam into the Fini. I am faster than the Incineroar, I'm not sure about the Fini. I don't know if the Fini Calm Minds here or if it has a Z move. I don't think it would have a Z move on this team. I think just attempt to Solar Beam and Earthquake is fine here. Yeah, because Fake Out Muddy Water should knock out Landorus, I think. We're going to see the Incineroar switch out, actually, which is perfect for me. We're going to see Kangaskhan come back in. I don't want to double protect when you have Fake Out pressure because exactly you could rotate the rotate the Fake Out as well. I really don't want to do that. So I'd rather just get damage for the Excelgor in the back because I think Excelgor can work. Oh my god, that took nothing. I'm only -1 and that did nothing. That didn't even do 25%. Solar Beam gonna come out. Don't know if this knocks out Fini. It probably doesn't. Oh, it actually does. Okay. Nice. That should be game. Yeah, that should be game. I have Psychic Terrain still up. Incineroar's gonna come out. Yeah. How many turns of Psychic Terrain do I have left? Because that might be an important question. 2 turns of Psychic Terrain. I think it's actually worth it to just protect Charizard here. And keep my Landorus around to go in Excelgor. I think Excelgor is definitely worth it here. Yeah. I definitely think keeping Landorus alive is just useful because the Intimidate will allow my Charizard to survive. And even though I said like I could go for a final Gambit endgame because realistically I could just sack my Charizard here, go for the Heat Wave, to send out Excelgor. The problem with that play is if the Kangaskhan has Protect because that could be one out and then I miss a Solar Beam for instance. So I'll go Excelgor here, which I'm pretty sure is going to survive an attack anyway. And if you go for Fake Out, I can Encore the Incineroar, so that's always another thing I could go for. We're going to see just a straight Frustration into the Charizard slot and a Flare Blitz. No, Low Kick actually into the Excelgor slot. Probably predicting the... You were predicting the... What's it called? You were predicting the Snorlax to come out, although Knockoff was probably going to do more anyway. I could go Landers here for the Charizard, which I think is definitely a fine play here. Yeah, I like going for Landers, and I like actually just encoring the Incineroar once again, actually. I do like that play. Because I'm not really too worried. Kangaskhan won't knock me out, my Excelgor out, and even if you knock out Excelgor, I get a free switch back to my Charizard, and that means my Landorus is free just to attack here. I'd rather go for Encore into the Incineroar here because of the fact that I don't remember if we saw Barry. I think we didn't see Barry, so it's more likely Assault Vest Incineroar if that's the case. And if it is Assault Vest Incineroar, then I don't want to risk anything there. As we're going to see the Low Kick once again into the Landers, doesn't KO. And I can go for a U-turn into Incineroar as well as an Acid Spray. Because Low Kick's not going to do anything. Sucker Punch actually going to come out into my Landers, which is fine. Okay, I can lock you into a Sucker Punch. If I really want to, I'll Acid Spray the Incineroar because I don't think it knocks out. Oh, it actually does. Okay, that's nice. That is nice. And I'll go Charizard here. And I just Encore the Kangaskhan. Okay, I'm trying to figure my safest play because now I don't want to go for like Heat Wave or Overheat in case I miss and I get crit. So I'm going to actually Encore the Kangaskhan. As the match is actually going to be forfeit. What I was going to do was Encore the Kangaskhan, the Sucker Punch. Kangaskhan can't do anything while protecting Charizard. Then I could just Acid Spray Solar Beam because I know 2 crits won't knock out my Charizard at that range, so I could go for Acid Spray and Solar Beam, and then if that doesn't work, I could just protect my Charizard and go for a final Gambit into Kangaskhan, and that should have been the game. So, able to pick up a win against Alex Zagloza. If you do want to check him out, he does stream, and his streams are really entertaining, so I highly recommend go check him out, and he's also the 2014 US National Champion, so if you do want to go check him out, I'll link his Twitch down below as long as Twitter. As we find Jave or however you want to pronounce it, from Mexico, 1640 rating. With a pledge team, you got the Sceptile, Primarina, Thundurus Varian, Landorus Varian, Incineroar, and Nihilego. Now, this is an interesting matchup. I'm not really too worried about pledge. I'm really not too worried about pledge because Excelgor does kind of shut down any kind of pledge. Yeah, because Excelgor does outspeed Excelgor. Okay, it's Mega Sceptile. It's Mega Sceptile. I think I want to go Excelgor or Tapu Lele as the lead. I do need to seed up right away. I think having Charizard and Landorus in the back is really good here. The thing is, I don't really actually like Charizard in this matchup. I think Charizard is actually really poor in this matchup. It can't really do, like, it underspeeds the Excelgor, the Thundurus Variant, which is really difficult for my team. Nihilego doesn't appreciate Incineroar. Actually, you might not bring the Pledge Mode. What does the Pledge Mode accomplish? Not really much. I could go to Mimikyu Snorlax mode. But it really depends on items and movesets, because it could be Taunt Thundurus Variant, it could be Z-Move, it could be Scarflander, so can you turn on my Disguise. I think just Excelgor Tapu Lele is just a safer lead in general. I'm pretty sure Incineroar is going to lead here. I think if you're my opponent, you would definitely want to lead Incineroar here. I think Incineroar is very strong against my team. I did mention that a well-played Incineroar can beat my team very easily. So I gotta figure out how to maneuver against this Incineroar. If I can knock it out right away, that's fantastic. But most likely that won't be the case. Go Excelgor plus Tapu Lele here, as we're going to see the what come out. We're going to see the Incineroar and Nihilego. You're definitely not going to want to Acid Spray. I mean, I think this is fine. I think the only thing I'm really worried about is if my opponent predicts the... I think the only thing I'm worried about if my opponent predicts my Lele to switch on to Landers, because that's the obvious play for me, and I think it is my best play possible. But I feel like Nihilego should protect. I'm gonna go Landers though. I think I'm gonna go Landers and just protect Excelgor. I want Landers here. I kind of wish I led Landers, but again, I still don't know what kind of Nihilego it is. If it's Adrenaline Orb, that actually is fantastic for me, because if it's Adrenaline Orb, I'd still outspeed with Excelgor and can final Gambit the following turn. It looks like it's not Adrenaline Orb, so we still don't know its item. Probably Focus Sash, I would assume. Protect from Nihilego, as we're gonna see the Flare Blitz come out. Is that a Trick Room Nihilego? Yeah, it's Trick Room. Okay. Oh, Trick Room plus Primarina is scary. Okay. We have now found out some terrifying facts. Most likely Primarina's in the back. That's a problem. So, if Primarina's in the back, I need to knock out the Nihilego, and I need a healthy Charizard. So I can't switch into Charizard and Earthquake. I'd have to either sack Lele here or sack my Excelgor, whichever one I think is the more useless one. I think since Excelgor can protect, I feel like it still has some value. So I think I'll go into Lele here and Earthquake. It does upset me that Trick Room I should have probably considered as an option with Primarina, but right here I don't have much of a choice. Lander's going to come in from my opponent's side, which does make some sense. What's the Nihilego gonna do? Is it just gonna Power Gem? We'll go Lele here. I also don't know what kind of... Okay, my Landers is still slower than Nihilego. I wonder if that means... I wonder what kind of item the Nihilego is too. I'm -1 Earthquake. Focus Sash, it looks like. Okay. Yeah. And Power Gem? Yeah, Power Gem into my Landers or my... Okay, into my Excelgor, okay. So, I think Excelgor could have actually taken that, which is a little bit unfortunate. But that's fine. Just keeping Lele alive, I think is good for a sack. So I kind of just want to U-turn out, attempt to U-turn out the Nihilego, because I want to figure out the speed tiers. And go out an Excelgor. I have to stall out the Trick Room somehow, but if I can stall out the Trick Room successfully, I think I can win. Nihilego gonna protect here. As what are we going to see come out from this land? It's just a U-turn, actually. Oh, that means Primarina's coming in. I am not in a good position here. Definitely not in a good position here. I wonder if that's Timid Sash or Modest Sash. Yeah, good Primarina switch on my opponent's part. I was intimidated, so I wasn't really going to do much regardless. I probably should U-turn to Landis because the chip on Primarina might actually matter in a Solar Beam case. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2. I think I go hard Lele here and protect Excelgor. I also don't know what item that this Tapu Lele is, so I mean this Primarina is, so could be Life Orb or Specs. Those are the two common items in Primarina. I don't know if it's Z-move, but I don't think it would be. Hyper Voice is going to come out. We're going to find out if it's Life Orb. If it's Life Orb, it's still going to actually give us some trouble. If it's Specs, it's a bit easier to handle, question mark. I don't know if Excelgor can live the combination. We'll find out. It is Life Orb. That's not good. Power Gem gonna go out into the Excelgor slot. I'll go hard Charizard because I'm forced to go hard Charizard here. Question is, do you protect Nihilego or not? Let's see. I need Incineroar. I mean, I need Landers to handle the Incineroar. I am not in a good spot. I think I have to attempt a double protect with Excelgor, I think. Yeah, I think that's my play. I'm going to go for the Heat Wave and attempt a double. You could also switch out Primarina into Incineroar and protect Nihilego to attempt maybe a future Trick Room or a Fake Out Pressure into Power Gem. I think I need a double in order to get back in this game. I think I have to. Yeah, I think I have to. And if this Nihilego's Modest, I lose the game. But I'm assuming since it's Sash, it's probably Timid. That's what I would assume. I failed a double. Primarina just going to Moonblast, but I'm going to at least get rid of Nihilego. So things are still not the worst case, I guess. Because Excelgor is going to go down. I wasn't going to switch in Landers to that. And it's Modest, Sash, Nihilego. That's game. Oh, that really caught me off guard. I thought it'd be Timid. Okay. The reason I think it would be Timid is just because of the fact you don't outspeed like Charizard, for instance. But Modest, I guess, kind of makes sense with a Pledge team. Is there an out? I could hope for crits, but I need to crit my opponent's Landorus. If I had Swords Dance, I feel like this would actually be a viable game because I could aim for the Earthquake crit onto Primarina. No, but I probably don't outspeed Nihilego even with Modest. I take a Power Gem. Yeah, it's just too much damage. Gonna Earthquake, but you're just gonna Power Gem here. Or switch out. You're +1? Unless you're just gonna protect Primarina against Incineroar, but then again, it still comes down to do I get a crit, because that's what that's what I have to aim for in this game. So if Landorus variant crits, we could still be in this, but I think if you just Power Gem for damage and switch out on Landorus, I feel like you would gain more. But Hyper Voice is gonna come out. That is so much damage. Actually, well, I know Sun is up, but that still didn't do as much damage. But good game to my opponent. The Trick Room definitely caught me a bit off guard, but I probably should have realized that my opponent definitely did have a second mode. I'm used to Trick Room if there's a Mega Mawile, so I probably just forgot that Trick Room was really an option there. My opponent was able to capitalize beautifully with that Trick Room. And really smart play to U-turn with the Landorus, because the U-turn into the U-turn with Landorus into Primarina just gave Primarina a free switch in, and Primarina was such a big threat to my team. I think if I want to win the game, the Mimikyu Snorlax mode was actually really good there, I think. Because my opponent really didn't have much for Mimikyu Snorlax. If I got a Belly Drum up, Incineroar can't do much if I keep it intimidated. Primarina's not doing much to Snorlax even with the Life Orb. And yeah, as I assumed, my opponent wouldn't bring Deceptile Primarina, which I thought about a lot and then realized at the end he probably wouldn't bring it. So that's really like bad on my end. But right here, oh god, Lilycole. Why are you facing Lilycole in this format? Someone tell me why. Charizard's not that good here. I would love it to be good here, but it's not really that good here. Okay, the question is, would you lead Lilycole? I wouldn't lead Lilycole against my team. It's pretty poor against my team, in my opinion. What would you lead here? I could go Mimikyu Snorlax. I think like a lead I could see from my opponents, like Stakataka right here with I don't know if he would lead Mimilax. Because Excelgor plus Tapu Lele kind of, well, it doesn't really do much, right? Because I can't prevent Sleep Powder regardless. I think I'm gonna go Landorus, Snorlax. I think Charizard for the Stakataka. Have Mimikyu in the back. This is really weird. This is a really weird matchup. I mean, I could Final Gambit, but I don't think that's worth it. Okay. So, what's funny is this Snorlax spread I made was back in VGC 17 when Torkoal was a big thing. I even did to survive the eruptions, like I said in my team building video, well, analysis of this team. And it might actually come into play if this is Charcoal Torkoal, which is very common on Lilycole. So, we'll find out here. We will lead Landorus here with Snorlax, as we're going to see the Lilligant Torkoal. My opponent doesn't like me having fun. And Lilligant also gets some new tricks, I guess you could say. I don't know who you're gonna Sleep Powder though. That's like the one question. You Sleep Powder the Landorus or the Snorlax? I feel like you would Sleep Powder the Snorlax? Or you could Sleep Powder the Landorus. I could see Torkoal protecting too, and you attempt to Sleep Powder. I think I'm gonna attempt a Belly Drum here and protect Landorus. I really don't want to take a Sleep Powder with Landorus. We'll find out. I'm really expecting the Sleep Powder into Landorus, as yeah, it does target Landorus. Okay, that's good. So I can Belly Drum up with my Snorlax. I'm just hoping it's not Specs Torkoal, because Specs Torkoal is the one thing that can screw me over, because the damage calcs will allow it to 2 KO my Snorlax, and probably just knock out my Landorus. Like realistically, it'll probably knock out my Landorus. So we're gonna see the eruption. That is not specs 100%. 100% is not specs. Okay. I can Tech Rage the Torkoal and go for the Body Slam. Oh, right. I changed it to Body Slam for the QR code. That might hurt me because I think I need Return to knock out the Torkoal. Torkoal's going to protect, which is good play, but my opponent's banking on a bunch of sleep powers here, and if I get a first turn, wait. Oh! That's one of the new tricks that Lilligant does get in this format. Oh. Encore. Wow, that's downright dirty. Okay. So I'll go for Tech Rage into the Torkoal. And I probably should have considered Encore was a thing. I completely forgot it gets Encore with the move tutor. Is it a move tutor? Or is it... Gee, Encore's not a tutor move, right? I think it just gets it now. This format. Okay. Or did it get last format? No one used it. I can't really remember. Okay, I need Snorlax around. You're definitely going to sleep out of my Landorus and just fire off an Eruption. I'll just go my Charizard here. And then I'll just Earthquake and Heat Wave the following turn because... Okay, yeah. Because you're definitely going to Encore my Landorus now that I use my Z move. Or Sleep Powder, I guess. That's risky. Heat Wave going to come out. Does a good amount to my Charizard, but not really too much I have to worry about. I don't know if you would target down my Landorus this turn. I feel like you would target down my Charizard here. How many turns of Sun are left? Okay. I mean, you still have to hit Sleep Powder on Charizard. It freshly came in. I'll just go for the Earthquake Heat Wave, spread damage all around no matter what if my opponent stays in. You can only stop one of my Pokemon. And if you go for After You, I'm pretty sure both my Pokemon will live the Eruption. Well, I definitely lived the Eruption because it was weakened. I'll live Heat Wave for sure. Sleep Powder going to come out. It does connect my Landorus slots, so that's fine because I'll be able to get a Heat Wave off into both of my opponent's Pokemon and just do a large amount of damage. I kind of needed to hit on Torkoal because I wanted to hit KOs. That's unfortunate. Heat Wave does come out into Lilligant. Can we get a burn? No burn. Landorus still asleep. And Heat Wave back. No misses. Heat Wave didn't KO my Charizard. I mean, I'll just attempt to Earthquake here and I'm gonna stall out the last turn of Sun. So, yeah, not exactly a pretty game so far right here. After You is going to come out, so it's probably a Heat Wave. If I can dodge it with my Landorus, that would be amazing. Oh, it's Eruption. No, I think Landorus took... that's close. We'll find out. Yeah, Landorus goes down. Okay. Sun fades, which isn't too bad for me. That means Torkoal can't knock me out. I can go Snorlax and recycle here. Because something, and I mean something, nothing on my opponent's team appreciates Heat Wave, like nothing on a Switch. Nothing can KO my Charizard, which is really good here. The problem is I can't really hit Stack Attack. Well, Stack Attack can't really touch Snorlax, to be fair. And the Heat Wave can come out. You might double switch here to attempt to get the Sun back later with Lilligant, but I'm not sure if that's going to be your play. My Charizard is going to outspeed the Lilligant thanks to Sun being over, and Heat Wave is going to do a good amount while Torkoal cannot pick up a knockout. Unless it has maybe Overheat, but I think Overheat would miss the knockout based on the damage Heat Wave did in the Sun. So let's see. I could have just Heat Waved the last turn too. This is unfortunate. Torkoal going to switch out here into the Stack Attacker right here. Okay. So that's fine. That's Heat Wave. Oh, come on. I cannot. This is the thing. This is the thing with this team. I need to hit Heat Waves. At least. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's actually really good. Okay. So I get the Recycle off with my Snorlax. And I'll Body Slam the Lilligant. And I'll go for the Overheat and Stack Attacker. Because if I get a Stack Attacker, I kind of like my odds with Mimilax in the back. Stack Attacker gonna reveal Wide Guard. Oh, that's perfect. I get a double knockout here, most likely. So over. You've got to be kidding me. Charizard. Charizard, work with me. I'm going out in a Mimikyu. Protecting my... You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Charizard. This is the reason why. This is the reason why people have been like, why I don't bring Charizard to events. Heat Wave is a really bad move on your Mega Evolution that needs to do damage. And yes, you could use Flamethrower, but Flamethrower Zard is really, really weak in my opinion. Well, the damage is pretty good on the single target, but like the spread damage Heat Wave is what makes this Mega so strong in my opinion. Like attack and retreat, that's Torkoal. Yeah. I kind of wish I Heat Wave now. Yeah, I do kind of wish I Heat Wave. I'll protect. Sleep Powder into the Charizard. Okay. Let's Shadow Claw the Mimikyu and get Laxin, I guess. Still not a game that is too bad to win. But it's pretty rough. These misses have really costed me. The Snorlax, the Torkoal's no longer in range of Body Slam, which is okay. That's good. That's good. Knock out the Lilligant. Okay, that's good. That's good at least. Heat Wave. I mean, that's kind of good, but it's like I would prefer if you miss Mimikyu, really. But I guess that's not the worst case. Stack Attack are gonna come in once again. Mimikyu's a little bit annoying to deal with. Oh, because if my opponent gets Trick Room up, I'm really screwed. But if you attack your Mimikyu, I'm also in a lot of trouble. So no matter what, I'm in a bad position. I think I'm gonna attempt to. What's the bad part is I need Disguise, so I have to call a 50-50 right here. Does Mimikyu attack here, or does it go for Trick Room? I don't know if you're gonna Trick Room with Snorlax actually, but everything on your team is faster otherwise. I think I have to. No, I think it's Mental Herb anyway. I feel like it'd be Mental Herb Mimikyu on this team, so no matter what, it's regardless. I ran out of time. Actually, no, I should reverse Trick Roomed. I should reverse Trick Room. I think reverse Trick Room makes sense there, because if I reverse Trick Room and Belly Drum, I can then Shadow Claw the following turn and then at least Body Slam the Torkoal. Or put on that pressure. Oh, what? It's fine. What? I'll take that. Oh, wait. Will I live a Heat Wave plus the Fang? Will I? Let's see. Heat Wave. I think I do. Yeah. Wait, 60. I don't. Okay, I do. Okay, perfect. And thanks to that curse, you're in Shadow Claw range. Unless you have, like. Okay. Torkoal might protect here. I'm going to recycle. Just to try to be safe here. And Shadow Claw to Mimikyu. It comes down to, does this Mimikyu have Shadow Sneak, I guess? The Shadow Sneak's not one move that can actually be a little bit troublesome. But otherwise, the Mimikyu's in Heat Wave range. I don't get the curse play. Well, I guess if you don't have anything that can knock out Snorlax in the future, I guess that makes sense. Shadow Claw to Mimikyu. Okay, that means Mimikyu's gone. But the Snorlax attack. Well, the Torkoal attacking isn't too big. Because I'll recycle. Get my berry back. Oh, wait. I'm not sure, actually. Heat Wave. Oh, Mimikyu voice. Which could be good or bad, depending. No, Snorlax goes down. Okay. Oh, man, this is close. Actually, I think it comes down to can Torkoal knock out Charizard. Because now that I think about it, the Heat Wave looks like a roll on my Charizard. Overheat will knock out the Stack Attacker, which I will go for. I could go for Shadow Claw Heat Wave into Torkoal, but I would lose the game obviously if my opponent just goes for like a Rock Slide with Stakataka. The best play is to go for Destiny Bond here and overheat the Stakataka. Because you're probably just going to go for a spread move. Because if you had overheat, I think you would have used overheat a long time ago. Like, this game has not gone out any course of action how I thought this would have gone. So let's see what my opponent decides to do. And it's actually bad because my computer is almost about to go down, so I'm really hoping that this battle actually finishes quickly so I don't lose the recording. Overheat knocks out the Stakataka. I need Charizard to survive this attack, and I need Mimikyu to go down here. Like, I really need Mimikyu to go down here. I need Mimikyu to be hit. So, even though I missed a bunch of Heat Waves, Torkoal, please don't be blind. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. You've gotta be. Okay, my last hope, because Shadow Claw and Overheat at -2 without the stun is not gonna knock out the Torkoal. I pray that my opponent forgets the Destiny Bond mechanic and goes for a Heat Wave. I lay pray here. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Nice. Okay, so Mimikyu goes down. The Destiny Bond's gonna affect the Torkoal on my opponent's side. We will win this ridiculous game. What the heck? That was an insane game. I don't feel like I played really well. I guess it's just because that was probably like one of my first times. Well, this is probably like one of my first 5. Actually, no, I faced Lilycole a few times in 18. I've used it, and I faced my own team, but this is probably the first time I ever seen the Encore Lilligant strategy, so that caught me really off guard, so I didn't really play well for that, and yeah, missing my Heat Waves just really sucked too, because missing my Heat Waves just, you know, allowed the Lilligant to survive. Did I miss a Heat Wave on Lilligant? I know I missed a I missed one Heat Wave on Lilligant, and I missed one on Torkoal. The damage on Torkoal meant I didn't have to Belly Drum, because what I wanted to do was Belly Drum so I can guarantee knock out the Torkoal. Since I put Body Slam on my Snorlax, I wasn't actually sure if I would 2-hit knock out the Torkoal. Well, I'm pretty sure Return would knock out the Torkoal. Well, at least 2-shot the Torkoal. So I thought I had to Belly Drum there. So in order to at least not waste turns. The Curse was interesting on my opponent's part. I thought Trick Room or knock out the Mimikyu might have been to play. But Curse does make sense because you can't really get rid of my Snorlax. But I feel like if you pressure, like if you Heat Wave and then Trick Room, you put on a lot of pressure to the Snorlax anyway. And then you also put on pressure to my Mimikyu. So that's also really interesting. But what a crazy episode. What a way to end this team. Hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Vector Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like down below, shows the support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below, such as my social medias like Twitter and Twitch, where I do live stream. So if you do want notifications about that, highly recommend you follow me on both social platforms, as well as you can check out the team analysis of this team that I used to get 3rd place at the Roanoke Regional Championship will be down below. And if you do want to try out the team, there will be a QR code as well as the paste of this team. So if you do want to go try it out, links in the description down below. And if you do want to check out Alex Ogloza, my first opponent, who is doing a series where he tries to win with every single Pokemon, like win one battle with every single Pokemon, go check him out. Really great guy. Down below in the description. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch you around in another video.